Hey guys, welcome back to AF Farms and welcome back to our Start From Scratch series on Haut-Beyleron. So currently we've just got our worker, AI worker, doing a delivery to the sell point for the potato contract. And we've also set this worker to return automatically. So let's see how this pans out. So far so good. Porsche aggravation pack advertising. So I've used the deliver and loop feature. So basically from the field, this worker has driven, now is unloading, and should return under its own direction back to the field. That's the plan anyway. Okay, are we underway? Cool, so I'll leave this to do its thing. Okay, our contracts on 31 and 47 are completed, so let's collect those. So 4,000 and 6,000. I was just checking our finances, so we've got 22,000 contract income and 7,000 in worker cost. So we're running at margins of about, let's say 13,000. If my math is any good, which is probably not, close enough. And we obviously purchased that Titan Draper header last video, so that's why we're down 47,000 for new purchases. Right, let's get another contract underway. I don't want to do probably don't want to do another potato harvest. Could have a let's have a go at some baling perhaps. So what do we got here? So we've got a fair bit of equipment to move, which is a bit. So what have we got to do? We've got to do mow the grass in field 2, then dry it with the tedder and bale it. This one here we've got to make silage bales. So mow the grass, wrap it, and then take the silage bales to the biogas plant. Sounds like a lot of work. I reckon we'll do this fertilizing contract, so let's borrow those items. And of course our worker is stuck in the trees. Okay, what I'm going to do is to... How do you get over there? Not even remotely close to where you need to be. Alright, so we'll do a headland row. Where is our worker? Okay, on the way back, which is good. Alright, let's get ourselves some fertilizer. We've got the skinny tyres on the Cormick. Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do this time is I am going to use helper buy. So I'm just going to put the minimal amount of fertilizer in that we need. Which field do we have to go to? Field 30. So that is up this way. So we're going to go over the bridge and then turn around. Yeah, so rather than filling up the hopper and then having to potentially lose the payload, I will just use helper buy, and I'm going to burn, 100 litres of fertiliser, which I'm okay with, but I'll still have that full pallet sitting there, because I'm still going to get charged for using the fertiliser, using the helper buy function, so it's not the end of the world. Another thing I don't normally play with is skinny tyres too, so it's a little bit more interesting. Alright, field 30. What we'll do is we will go down this way and then come back up. So turn right here and we'll go to the far end of field 30. Hire a worker, let this worker do the field. Got a 42 metre spread here, so we should get pretty good coverage. Pretty big field actually, when you look at it like that. It's got a bit of a weird slope. Sort of, it's not quite square. I reckon if we go about here, we'll have plenty of overlap. Oops, I've got to turn on. I've got to turn on helper buy. That would be handy because I'm going to run out of fertilizer real quick. Helper buy. Auto refill fertilizer. So now, if we do that, it's going to charge us for the fertilizer. So hopefully this doesn't rot us, but anyway. Okay, where is our... Right. I'm probably going to have to do this headland row myself now that I think about it. So you can see we've missed quite a bit to the left there, which is a bit of a pain, but we'll sort that out in a second. Okay, we should get a full load just about here. Yep. Alright, I might have to back this up. Don't go too far. Alright, so let's go AI worker menu. Let's go create job. Deliver loop. So we'll go deliver to the location, and it'll loop, so it'll start and come back. So just make sure this guy is gonna go. There we go. Okay, cool. Fertilizing is underway. Alright, I'm going to do this section of field. Okay, lower harvester. Just so we're not farming uphill. I just want to get these. And basically give us sufficient room to turn around, so we don't end up stuck in the trees again. Okay, so far so good. What I'll do is I'll probably do one more pass. I mean, this is a very, very long machine. I think there's a sugar beet harvester that it is equivalent to this in terms of length and size. Could be wrong, but that's looking pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm lining it up on this top row here. Top run, sorry. Four-wheel steer is definitely handy. So now when we do our 3-point turn, we shouldn't run into any issues. Okay, so we're missing a row. Overlap slightly, because I don't want to miss this. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Oh, and our worker's stuck. Oh, you absolute numbskull. So this is the problem with some of these workers. They still haven't really figured out the road logic. So if you don't start them on a road or a path, they'll try and navigate too tight of a turn. So if I start from here now, so whereas course play, so let's go create job, looping, start job. This should be far easier for the AI to figure out. So once we hit the road, it'll go, oh, I know where I am. So whereas course play and the other mods, you can actually put a path in for the vehicle to follow. So it's not actually using an artificial intelligence, if you will. It's more just follow the dots, and you can send it on a path around the map that way. Whereas I'm led to believe the game engine and the AI will figure out the best path to get to the location and then do the job. In this case, I mean, it is standard on PC too, so I don't know whether it's the exact same iteration or if it's a little bit more sophisticated, but on console it is a little bit primitive at times. I'd say probably 80% of the time it works fine, but there's just that 20% where you've got to keep an eye on it. Alright, what is this guy doing? Okay, let's do a partial width here. Let's say what happened here is it's just trying to figure out how to do this little section here. So absolute overkill in terms of spread there. But we'll just do this little bit and then reposition so we can get a better width on it. Fertilizer costs are pretty high. Okay, let's dismiss that guy. So we'll go back to full spread here. Unless that was on full, that couldn't have been on full spread. No way. Alright, let's try this again. Cool. Alright, we're getting all the field. So 2 more runs should have this dialed in. Okay, potatoes are on the way. Got a few more to go. So how many contracts have we got on the go at the moment? I think we've just got the 2. Yeah, I'm not interested in these baling contracts because I've got to move too much equipment back and forth. so it's not super efficient. So I think what we'll do here is we'll finish off these two fields, and then we might try a hand at trying to get a good used tractor. Although this potato harvest is probably going to take a while yet. Alright, this is our worker doing our delivery for us. Alright, man. See if we can get this done. So far so good. I think this is load number 4 actually, by a horse aggravation pack. We talked about that before, briefly, so that's it there. So available July 25, which is not far away. So obviously at the time of recording this, and when this is being viewed and published, this may already be out. So we will soon see. Alright, looks like we're not having any issues here, which is good. 53%. Alright, so we're halfway done. Okay, 98%. 99%. Cool. Fertilizing is completed. So let us collect that. So that's another 9 Gs. And we're just going to be left with our potato harvest, which we're about halfway done. So this worker should not have much issue getting back to the harvesting location with that empty trailer, because obviously the horsepower requirement is reduced because we're not having to tow such a big load. Quite like this trailer too. It's not one that I normally would go for, but it's got a low profile, same height as the tractor. It's got a grain door on the back, you can see that there, and then it's obviously got the tilt function on the rear as well, which is very handy. Plus it's got a pretty decent 22,000 litre payload. Yep, alright, we're gonna have to wait, and maybe we could lease another tractor, but I don't really want to lease anything. I just want to buy something. So we'll see what happens. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off this potato harvest, and then we'll come back in once that's done, and we'll see how we've ended up for the day. So I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Alright, so we have finished harvesting those potatoes. We've just got one more load to take up to the shop. So just make sure this harvester is fully empty. Yep, it is. Alright, let's jump into the tractor. We'll drive this load over, and then that'll be the end of our potato contract. So you can see I've been cutting across the field just to save a little bit of time. Oh, don't lose it. So this has taken about an hour, maybe hour and 10 to complete. So I've done this across 2 episodes. So it's always a risk with potato harvesting, because it takes so long, because you've got so much yield. There's just so many trips back and forth. So I think we've done probably 6 trips. This might be number 7. So I have been utilising the worker on the loop function, which has been alright, especially when I've had other jobs on. I think our cultivating contract is also finished, so we'll collect that shortly. Oh, don't lose it. This is the problem when you try and go too quickly. Just up ahead, not too far to go. You really do feel the slowdown in this trailer. Alright. So I think the last load we were 97 or 93% of the harvest had been delivered. So this will be the remaining, let's say 10%. So we should have no issue here with collecting that contract. It is a bit of a drive to this shop location though, which is a bit annoying. I'd prefer it was a bit shorter, but right, let's get these potatoes unloaded. Okay, contract on field 47 is finished, so I'll just deliver them anyway just to make sure. So 2,099 sold products. So we get 2,000 for all those potatoes. Alright, let's collect that. So that's another 10 grand in the bank. Cool. Alright, we'll leave that episode there. Thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Any questions or feedback, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.